Hi, I'm Ken. So this is what I tried to do with the reverse waterfall using Karen Burniston's die for the waterfall card. This is my first crafting video, so I'm not sure how it goes. I just filmed it, so. But anyway, I started with using the big die with the three folds with the smiley face, not the long tab, because I wanted the main reason I wanted to do a reverse waterfall is to have a window that can look through the front. So a normal waterfall with that long tab conceals everything as you pull it out, and it's always in the way. So I had to do a reverse one. I also, what you saw there was me taking a little strip because we'll need it later for the mechanism. But for now, we just have the big piece with the smiley face and the three folds. What we're going to do is to cut out one that's the same measurement. I believe it is 2 3/4 and 4 inches, this piece. So we're going to just cut out another piece like it without the three folds. And that piece will be our backing piece, which a slider piece will tie onto like a waistband. What we're going to do here is, like Karen, I'm going to draw up the score lines here. There are 3, but we're going to add another one. We're going to make 4 score lines. Each one of them right now is 3/8 of an inch. I found that 3 score lines or 3 cards folding up is not enough height for me, so I wanted to have it open up a little bit more, so I gave it another fold. Because the top one is going to be folded back, used to attach to the front of the card. At the bottom, I also gave it, I think it's a 1/4 inch. That one's going to be a valley fold, and it's going to tie onto the handle that allows you to push the curtain up. So now I'm folding everything mountain fold. But for waterfall cards, as you know, the more crease you have, the better, the smoother it goes. So you have to work it both ways and crease it really well to make it work the paper. This bottom piece is going to tie onto the handle, which is just basically sandwich a piece and have something to grab onto. But for the back piece, we're going to score at, I believe it's 3/8 on top and 3/8 on bottom. And those will be the lips being mountain fold back, and those are your attachments to the actual card. Because the piece that was just folded is going to be wrapped onto this piece, and this piece is going to attach onto the front of the card with these 2 folds. As you can see now, the top 2 pieces are going to fold together, and that's what's going to attach. And at the bottom, one comes forward and one goes backwards. And I believe now it's time to choose the window piece that I want. So the window goes to the backing piece because the front, of course, is covered up. And as you push it up, as it opens up, you see the see-through window through the front of the card. So pick a pretty large size that came with the die set. So with that, I'll also need another border to strengthen the you can see how narrow the two sides are going to be, so a frame to strengthen the whole thing. So I'm cutting through the back piece and then a frame. The die set is really good. It comes with all the sizes. So this size is, I believe, 2 3/4, which is the same width needed. And now I can't decide what size to use for the frame. Probably the smaller one. Better safe than sorry. So run that through the Empress again. Amazing machine. And now you see how flimsy the sides are. And I'm going to glue the frame piece on top to reinforce it. I actually think the mechanism for the waterfall, as you know, should be pretty flimsy, and that way allows for maximum animation. But the cards later that goes on to form the pages should be hard cardstock, and that gives it more of a stiff page flipping feel. So gluing this on. And then, let's see. I just did this and I can't remember what I did. But, okay, so let's bring out the ones with the 4 folds again, and we're going to tape, glue the top piece together. The one that's folding backwards and going to be attached to the card. I like to use glue. You can slide it around. And now remember, in the beginning I cut out a longer piece just for the sake of it. We can use that to build what I call the belt or slider piece that's needed to slide the whole thing up and down. This glue is not working this time, huh? Taking a while. So this is the piece, and then just gonna cut 2 thin strips from it. Sorry, there's 3 nightclubs where I live, and it's Saturday night, so it's a little bit noisy. So this one comes from the back, but in the back it's not glued down to anything because it needs to slide, so it needs to be free. But in the front, these 2 tabs immediately gets glued onto the front flap to stabilize it. So just glue on these 2 little tabs. Press it down, and then just to be sure, I like to make sure I have another strip that glues across the whole thing, and this is right above the little handle that we're going to use later to pull the thing up and down. And this glue this time can go across the whole front piece. Just to fold everything in place. Next, I believe I'm going to take a thicker piece to fold it in half and sandwich that lip handle piece in the middle, so it gives you more space to hold on to this push piece. God, they're having a good time, huh? Can you hear them? I'm sorry, it's so noisy. It's embarrassing. That's what you get for living in the city. But anyway, I'm gluing this piece on and sandwiching it on, and it takes a little bit to set. But once it's set, you can already see that the mechanism works, because you pull it up and the four folds moves along. So folding it back, I like to stick the thing onto the card at the very end. So not yet. Let's get everything else done. So what I know right now is that the width of this piece, this mechanism, is 2 3/4. So I'm just going to cut a couple slips of 2 3/4 strips, and using that I can measure what each piece in the front of the waterfall is going to be, how long it's going to be. I number them 1, 2, 3, 4. So even the base level where it doesn't flip, number 4, I like to add a piece there. And where we go is from the fold, where the glue is going to go, to where the handle, the top of the handle, and that's the length of that piece. So this is piece number 1. And then you find the fold for piece number 2. It goes all the way down to just right above the handle. Piece number 2, fold for the third piece. Right there. And then the fourth piece is just really for stability, I believe. Oh, by the way, if you want to put acetate on the window, this is also a good time. Just put some double stick tape behind and glue acetate on it. But now I have cut the 4 pieces out, just maybe because it's reversed, so I start on the top instead of from the bottom. So I start with number 1 and I glue it on, and then I'll flip it upwards like how the mechanism is supposed to work, and do number 2, 3, 4. Just give it a good crease. And then number 2. I hope you're enjoying this. It seems, because I just did it, so it's like repeating it. But it actually, when it worked, it's pretty cool. I think it's going to work great on my Phantom card. If you can think of any other way to improve it, let me know, because I'd love to. I'm still learning, and I want to improve the mechanism as well. So this fourth one is just a whole piece, this whole bottom, and they'll keep it pretty stable and thick. So now the mechanism works. You can see each piece goes up and down like it's supposed to be. The back slides. I think I'm going to take out an A2 size card, and this is where you can put it on and trace the hole of the square, and take your square die and cut the hole for the front of the card if you want. And I'm not gluing it on, but if you glue it on, that's the 2 tabs you flip backwards to glue on tightly preferably using glue. Um, See, I'm having a little trouble pushing it up because it's not glued down, but showing you with my Phantom card, you can see that it works. So thank you so much for watching this, and I hope it helps. Okay.